Let's build a mine layer. Come on, lads. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Build a Mine Layer. This video was originally going to be a really long one, so I took the liberty of speeding it up because there's not much going on, and also I kind of ran out of things to say. So anyway, let's kick off. So what am I doing now? Well, for the mine layer, I wanted to have some kind of way of keeping it afloat, as I thought that because it's quite slow and bumbling, it wouldn't really be rocket propelled, so it wouldn't have the velocity to carry it through the air. So I thought to myself, I know, let's make hover pads. And I was quite inspired by the hovercrafts from the Matrix. They have like those hover pads on little stilt/suspension thingies. So I decided, fuck it, I'm going to make some of those. So what I decided to do, I decided to make them out of bases. I sanded them down in order for them to be nice and flat, making them have a bit more of a machined look. Then I filled in a little gap where they came out of the mould with some liquid green stuff and then began to file that down again. I decided that the hover pads, I was going to have them coming out at jaunty angles and stuff because let's face it, orcs aren't exactly the neatest of creatures. So what I decided to do, I decided to then fill in the backs. So I glued them down to some plastic card. It's only thin plastic card. It's only like 2 mil thick or 1.5 mil thick or something like that. So I glued them all down, and then what I would do then is I was going to cut them out by just slicing down the middle and then taking a pair of clippers to them and clipping off the edges. And again, I wasn't too worried about being neat at this point, so I was just trimming down the edges, and then what I would later do, I would later go back with a set of clippers. So yeah. This is the, again, there's not much going on in this goddamn episode. I'm sorry, guys. I do apologise. You guys can look forward to more content from me throughout the week, though. I've got something special planned as well. And so you guys should be seeing that towards midweek, towards the end of the week. So yeah. I was planning on having these stilts, coming out using, you know, things like thick bits, like bits of las cannons and bits of like suspension and just general worky bits, because I imagined that they would kind of adjust depending on the telemetry of where they're traveling. Nice brew. Gotta have a brew. Gotta have a brew when I'm doing these. Gotta keep the mouth moist, nice and moist. But yeah, guys, so this video is actually sped up. I think it's like 3 times the normal speed of what I normally do, just because, like I say, it's not very interesting to look at. But anyway, what am I doing now? I'm trying to shove in the crossbar again, and I realised that the actual foam filler had hardened and expanded still, so it's a bit of effort to go through. So what I decided to try and do is add a exterior access point. So I cut a hole in it, and then I was using a Land Raider door, interior door, from Kurama Smash, who kindly donated me a bunch of bits a while ago for the Stomper project. So, Kurama Smash, these bits are still going to very, very good use. I decided that the actual poly cement still wasn't sticking enough, and I held it there for about 5 minutes before I realised, you know, this isn't fucking working. So after my futile attempts at trying to do that, I decided to break out the green stuff and then just mould it down. Now this would give me a bit of a raised edge, but I also thought I was kind of cool because with the raised edge I could build up around the green stuff and making it look like it was literally sticking out, so that the hole wasn't all one straight shape, and make it look a bit more rough and a bit more ready and a bit more ragged and a bit more uneven. So with that being done, what I decided to do then was try and work on the turret, this fucking horrendous turret. So I started by chopping off that top periscope bit, which looked like a pile of shit, and then I decided to take off the bits that I'd already done, and I tried to orky it up some more using some panels. Now this was going to be my equivalent of a twin link big shooter. However, I fucking hate this turret, and it's just so unworkable. I think partly because the shape of it doesn't really coincide, doesn't really look like anything in the 40k universe. I even contemplated ripping off one of the guns and having one as a sensor, again to offset it and make it look uneven. But as you can see, just trying to orky it up with some bits of plastic card, and at the moment this thing, I never used it. It's currently sitting in my bits box unused, and if I'm being completely honest, I'm thinking of throwing it away because it just is a big pile of shit. However, I have since then discovered some more better turrets on eBay for quite a decent and affordable price, so I will probably be using those in my next Let's Build. So yeah, guys, Again, once again, I do apologise for this being a short episode, barely 5 minutes long, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to get out some content for you just to show you guys where I'm up to on this particular build. The next episode, it'll be footage from Grumpy Old Wargamers, which I spent quite many hours actually doing. However, I did have a bit of an issue and I lost the first half of footage, so the next episode will be a bit of a jump. So again, I do apologise for that. Reason for the loss of footage was I recorded some B-roll for Beasts of War for them to use on their videos, and I gave it to Justin in order to do, and I asked him if he could pop it on my flash drive, and however he only popped the Grumpy Old Wargamers footage, so I didn't realise this, put the card back in my camera and formatted it, so I lost like an entire day's worth of footage. So anyway, what am I doing now? I'm actually constructing the bit in order for it to go on the flying base. Now how I achieve this, I roll a big lump of green stuff, I put it down and I sink in the flying base to it, and then I leave it to dry. And then once it's dry, I cut around it and stick it on, and Bob's your uncle, there it goes. But anyway guys, I'm really sorry, that is the end of this video. So sorry for the short one. There'll be more content up soon, as I said before. So see you guys again, and goodbye.